All right, so a couple months ago, I did a video of the top 5 most uncomfortable Jordans of all time. I'll link it in the description. So I wanted to do the same thing this time around and do the top 5 most comfortable Jordans of all time. This is Jordan Retros specifically, but let's go ahead and jump into the video. What is going on, guys? Hes here, collectivekicks.com. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell to be notified of when my videos are posted. And if you guys like the video, go ahead and drop a like on the video. But this was a fun one for me to do. It took me a long time to do, honestly. It got lost in the shuffle. But I decided to go back and crunch all the numbers from all of the polls that I did on Twitter and Instagram to come up with this list. Now, there was a lot of contributions. I think over 200 people contributed to this list. So shout out to everybody that actually did so. But this is a really interesting list to make of the most comfortable Jordans, because typically when we think about a pair of comfortable sneakers, we don't think Jordan Retros. We think something like Ultra Boost, at least for somebody like myself. So a lot of people said, well, this is kind of an oxymoron. There's no comfortable Jordan Retros, which I can agree with to some extent as well. But regardless of the overall comfort of the Air Jordan line, some people actually do find comfort, and when you break in a shoe, they are more comfortable. But there's so many different retros out there that I wanted to go ahead and drop some of the most comfortable ones per your guys' recommendations. So a couple disclaimers before we jump into the video. Obviously, people's opinions are going to vary depending on their experiences with the shoes, but there's 4 main factors that I think will heavily weigh people in one way or the other with their decisions. The first thing is how many retros those people have actually tried on their feet. I'm thinking retro Air Jordan 1 through Air Jordan 18 roughly, because we've seen most retros from those through the years, but not every single person is going to have had the Air Jordan 1 through the Air Jordan 18. Which leads me to one of the next factors. Obviously, the Air Jordan 1 as well as like the Air Jordan 3 have been staples amongst Nike. They just constantly release them year round. Every other week there's a Jordan 1 retro. Every other month there's a Jordan 3 retro, and then so on. We haven't seen very many Jordan 15s or 16s, 17s. So the opportunity for people to wear those retros is obviously a lot smaller than with an Air Jordan 1, 3, 4, 5. The next factor is the difference in materials between the Jordan retros. You might have an Air Jordan 1. Well, not every Air Jordan 1 experience on feet is exactly the same. An example that many of you guys gave was the Air Jordan 1 with Zoom instead of just the regular Air. Also, the Flyknit Air Jordan 1 was mentioned over and over again as being a really comfortable shoe. An example for myself is the Snakeskin Air Jordan 4s. For me, is the most comfortable Air Jordan 4 out of the ones that I've tried, and I've had quite a few of them. So materials can make a difference on the comfort of the shoe, even though it's the same model. And the last factor that's going to sway a person's decision one way or the other is if they got the right size of the shoe. If you only had one pair of Air Jordan 3s and they were too small, or one pair of Air Jordan 5s and they were too big, your opinion on the comfort of those shoes is definitely going to be skewed. And I've had that happen as well. Some pairs I've gotten just a little bit too small. Some of them I've gotten a little bit too big. And as you guys know, sometimes that's a sacrifice you guys got to make for the opportunity cost to be able to actually own a pair of those sneakers, because sometimes they're so incredibly limited, you're just left with whatever you get. Us sneakerheads wear size 8 to size 12, right? You guys know that. Anyways, I polled over 200 of you guys, and this is the list that you guys gave me of the top 5 most comfortable Jordans. Some of you guys actually answered with pairs that were not retros. That was my bad for not clarifying that. But obviously, some of the other shoes to mention that are very comfortable is the Jordan 28, the Jordan 31 and up are actually really comfortable in my opinion. And then also the Jordans with React in them are very comfortable. The best one in my opinion is the Jordan Delta. But we're not considering those ones. We're sticking to the retros 1 to 18. So let's jump. So the number 5 spot on your guys' list is the Air Jordan 1. What? That was the number 1 spot of the most uncomfortable shoes from your guys' list, and now it's the number 5 spot on the most comfortable. There's 17 other Jordan retros out there that I would consider, and this is one of the ones that you guys thought was actually really comfortable. And I kind of agree with you guys, and I kind of disagree. You can't see it, but the very top row out of frame is actually all Air Jordan 1s across the wall. The opportunity to buy Air Jordan 1s is all over the place. So the fact that you can get these easier gets these on more people's feet, which means chances are you're going to be wearing these, and if you wear them over a long period of time, and if you get used to wearing them and you break them in, the Air Jordan 1 can be a comfortable pair of sneakers. For myself though, I've actually had the opportunity to try so many different types of models, hundreds of different shoes through my years, and I like something with a soft midsole. Personally, for me, Ultra Boost or Fresh Foam X or something like that, Nike React. So this is definitely a hard rubber sole, which some people get used to, and that is something that they find comfortable over time. It's that Chuck Taylor and Vans effect as well. If you're a younger dude and you went from Chucks to Vans to Air Force Ones to Jordans, finally got your Jordan 1s because that's what you can afford now. I mean, I get it. It's the same level of comfort across the board for all of those options. So yeah, I mean, I can see why people chose it. One positive effect of the Air Jordan 1 is it does have a full rubber outsole. There's no phylon or anything on here, so the longevity of your Air Jordan 1 is going to be much better than like an Air Jordan 3, 4, or 5, 6, 7, because those are all like phylon midsoles and they crumble over time. That's why the Air Jordan 1, I feel like, holds its weight so much more than some of the other retros. The sneaker cushioning technology in this shoe is not anything crazy. It's the very first Air Jordan. 85 was the year, and they do have an encapsulated air unit in the heel of the shoe, nothing in the forefoot, but really, really basic. And sometimes basic is all you need to get by. Air Jordan 1, 30 votes, number 5 spot. So the number 4 spot on the list goes to the Air Jordan 10. 33 votes for the Air Jordan 10. You guys said was one of the most comfortable Air Jordans on your feet. There's nothing too crazy about the sneaker cushioning in the Air Jordan 10. So the Air Jordan 10 features full-length encapsulated air on the midsole, in the forefoot, and the heel of the shoe. And it's a pretty comfortable model, but honestly, for me, it's not in my top 5. However, again, you guys voted 33 people said the Air Jordan 10. They have had quite a few retros of the Air Jordan 10 through the years, but nothing like some of the other models out there. So surprised that this surpassed something like the Air Jordan 4, Air Jordan 5, but this is your guys' countdown as well. So number 4 spot, 33 votes, Air Jordan 10. So the number 3 spot on the list with 37 votes goes to the Air Jordan 3. Again, I'm like, how is this on people's list for the most comfortable? But then I have to remember that this is a Jordan Retro list, and again, the comfort isn't really super amazing. But also, this is a pair of shoes that have retroed probably second most next to the Air Jordan 1. That means the opportunity to wear an Air Jordan 3 is through the roof. A lot of people have actually worn these. And in fact, maybe you guys can help me out and leave a comment in the comment section and just let me know what is your most worn retro of the Air Jordan line. Maybe that will help solidify the ranking of some of these shoes, because this to me is not a very comfortable shoe. This was the very first pair of Air Jordans with a visible air unit in the heel of the shoe. Super, super rad that it actually had that. They also do have encapsulated air in the forefoot of the shoe, which is nice as well. But again, it's a very, very dated technology. So if you're looking for sneaker technology in Jordan Retro to take you above the rim, it's probably not the one that's going to do it. At least in modern day and age, unless you just got mad talent, you can get up. This is not the most comfortable one in my opinion, but you guys voted number 3 spot with 37 votes, Air Jordan 3. So we made it to the number 2 spot on the countdown with 40 votes. We have the Air Jordan 12. Now I think you guys are actually onto something. I think the Air Jordan 12s do have a lot of comfort in these shoes, primarily because of the technology change, which is actually still relevant in today's day and age. The latest and greatest LeBron features this same type of cushioning technology, just kind of done in a more fancier version. But the Air Jordan 12 features Zoom Air in the midsole of the shoe. Now it kind of goes back and forth from what I saw online, and Wear Testers and Nightwing would probably be the one to tell you specifically, because I don't honestly know. Some sources say that it's full length, visible Zoom Air in the bottom of the shoe, and other retros, it says it's forefoot and heel zoom. So I don't know if it's 2 Zoom Air units or 1 long one in the Air Jordan 12 retros. I honestly don't know why they would change it up all the time considering, but it does add to the comfort of the shoe. I think that also paired with the carbon fiber in the middle probably helps with the squishy feel of the Air Jordan 12s, but by far it's one of the more comfortable pairs of Air Jordans. So I'm right there with you guys that voted. I think that this is one of the most comfortable pairs of Air Jordan retros that you can get, Air Jordan 12. And this is the wings colorway of the Air Jordan 12 for those wondering. And this is the Dornbecker Air Jordan 10 for those wondering as well. All right, so we made it to the number 1 spot on the countdown. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video, as well as if you have suggestions for future videos like this where I can help poll other people. One suggestion that I was thinking of, if you guys want, just leave a comment and let me know, but maybe the best looking Air Jordan of all time, like what is people's favorite looking aesthetic looks of Air Jordan that they really, really appreciate. But before we get into the number 1 spot, I wanted to give you guys a couple of the runner-ups and the amount of votes that they got. So with 24 votes, the Air Jordan 4. With 23 votes, you guys mentioned the Air Jordan 11. 21 votes, you guys mentioned the Air Jordan 5. And with 17 votes, you guys mentioned the Air Jordan 7. And with 16 votes, you guys mentioned the Air Jordan 8 was the most comfortable pair of Jordans that you guys tried. So here it is, the number 1 spot on the countdown. We have the Air Jordan 13. It had 42 votes for the Air Jordan 13, just a couple votes above the Air Jordan 12. And I would say this probably is the right answer in my opinion. It's just something about the shoe that is super comfortable. Maybe it's the full-length Zoom Air on the bottom of the shoe. Maybe it's the structure of the pods or the fact that it feels like a Panther. I don't really know what it is, but these are really, really good on feet. And in my opinion, a very nice, comfortable choice for a pair of Air Jordan Retros. It's not my favorite looking Air Jordan Retro model, but it's not a bad one. I mean, there's some really good colorways of the Air Jordan 13s, and it's one of the last iconic pairs of Air Jordans I think that most people have on their radars. The 14 is probably the last one that everybody always says, but even that, the aesthetics of that is super hit or miss because of the weird tongue and stuff on those. But what do you guys think about the countdown? What did we get right or wrong? If you guys have a variance in opinion, just leave a comment in the video. What is your most comfortable favorite pair of Air Jordans? And again, if you guys want to see like the best looking Air Jordan, I'd like to actually do that video. It'd be kind of fun. So leave a like on this video or a comment to let me know you guys are interested. And then maybe I'll try to be more consistent about posting this type of video. It's super fun to do. It just takes a lot of effort with the analytics, to crunching all the numbers, and then just regurgitating it back to you guys. But I really enjoy it. So if you guys do like the video as well, drop a like. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching the video. It means a lot. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day out there, and subscribe again if you're new to the channel. Hopefully we'll see you guys back here for some more videos though. Have a good one. Peace, guys.